Hello, Gary Okino here, showing you how to shoot lower scores guaranteed and how to play like the pros. Too often we see people when practicing doing nothing more than exercising, hitting ball after ball after ball to the same target with the same club, no time between shots, frankly just like that, exercising. If you want to be good on the golf course, you need to understand there's a concept that I call functional practice. Functional practice is meeting the demands of the game of golf on the course. Your practice is functional or appropriate to the game. So you should be hitting different clubs to different targets with time in between shots. Play a mock hole. Do things like the game. So I will help you today, create the right practice habits, but start to think on your own as well of what's the demands of golf? How is golf required to be played? You need to meet those demands if you're going to be a better player. Hitting ball after ball after ball doesn't do anything for your technique, and it doesn't do anything for your mind. So we talk about mind-technique synergy. This is a huge piece of how to get that mind-technique synergy. So what we're going to cover today is how to practice properly on the driving range. I'm out here on a back tee. It's a private tee at our club, and there's different targets. We can make a mock hole. We can, play the real game in our mind, even though we may only have a few minutes to practice. So we need to have the mind and the body working together in our practice so it's prepared and ready for that to meet the demands of the golf course. You can't practice one way and play another. It doesn't work that way. So at least 75% of your time should be spent practicing functionally. Let's break down functional practice little by little and explain to you what needs to happen. First thing is you need to have a routine. So we have learned about the 4-step process on the scorecard. We call it the mind-technique synergy process or the Okino process, and you saw that very recently. Do it while you practice. It's not just for the course. You need to actually go through and implement it in your practice sessions. So get behind your golf shot and tell yourself what will happen. I will hit my ball at the pin. I will hit my ball at the hill in the distance. Pick a target and tell yourself what you will do. Then go through the process of rehearsing your swing mechanics. Actually spend time rehearsing what you want to do. Then walk in and hit it. Hit myself a nice shot. Say something positive. Good shot, good swing. Go through that process. That's functional practice part number 1, just like the course. Now the next piece is, if I stand here and hit my 5-iron all the time, well, is golf really that way? No. I should be changing clubs. I should be hitting a driver, followed by an iron, followed by a sand wedge, like I'm playing a mock hole. So the next way I want to practice is I'll draw a little hole out in the distance, and I'll pretend my hole is a little bit of a dog leg. So I'll aim this time a little more to the left. There's a blue flag in the distance. I'll aim to that. So I'll pick up my driver, put the ball on the tee, the height I would normally tee it up, get behind it, line it up and tell myself I'll hit the ball to the blue flag, take my rehearsal swing with whatever it is I'm working on in my swing, say I'm keeping my head steady, then get in there and hit it. Pretty good. I lost it a little to the right, about 10-15 yards. It would catch the fairway. Again, I'll give myself a positive statement. I hit a nice shot there. I'm in play. I know it could be a touch better. I can work on my mechanics another time. But for right now, I'm practicing for the course. I'm practicing staying positive. So I'd go find my ball, and I would have, say, 5-iron to the green. Now I can hit my 5-iron again. Oh, I wouldn't be able to tee it up. So I put it on the ground, I'll pick a different target. This time there's a white flag in the distance. I'll line it up, I'll do my thing, I'll hit my shot, I'll stay positive again. Now let's say I missed the green. I didn't even hit it, but let's say I missed the green. I'll practice a pitch shot. Now my pitching rehearsal might be different than my full swing rehearsal. So what I should do is go through the same process again, the same 4 steps, but with a different rehearsal. This keeps my mind fresh. So for example, for my pitching rehearsal, I'm going to do, make sure I turn my hips. I want to feel like I get the club in position, and then I turn my hips like it's pulling the club through. So I'll get behind the ball, I'll take a look at where I want to go. There's a little green down here about 50 yards in front of me. I'll say I will hit the ball right at the pin on the green. I will do my rehearsal. Now I'm just going to get in and hit the shot. Right on the green, about 5 feet from the hole. There I have it. So that is functional practice. I'm hitting different clubs, different targets. I'm drawing some mock holes out there for myself to play to. I'm picking different directions. You could go as far as to go to the side of the driving range and hit onto some rough. You can walk over. I just pitched my ball onto a green. I could walk up there that 40 or 50 yards and I could putt it out. That would be very smart to do. Carry a ball marker with you. Do it like you'd normally do it on the course. Take your time. That's how your brain and your body get working together. I can't stress this enough. The last thing for functional practice, which you definitely should know about, but we need to keep reminding you sometimes, is do 1 minute a day for your rehearsals. So you're only going to get good by doing your 1 minute a day. So take that pitching rehearsal and work on, in your home, your office, your yard, away from the driving range, work on putting the club into a nice position and practice using your hips. Then maybe you have a different rehearsal for your iron or your fairway wood, and you have a different rehearsal for the sand. We've gone over all these things by now, so please do them. And that is the key. You are better off doing 1 or 2 minutes a day on your non-ball practice than you are just hitting a bucket over and over and over and over. So when you're away from the golf course, please you do your rehearsals each day for 1 minute. When you are at the range or preparing for your round, play mock holes, change clubs, change targets, and make it more like the real game. It's going to make all the difference in the world. If you think you're going to separate the range from the course and do things differently, you're not going to see your results. So this is tried and true, tested. This is what works. This is what makes us unique, different, and better. And this is why you are going to shoot lower scores if you're not already. Just keep with it. Do your practice the right way. Thank you very much. And as usual, if you have questions, just email me. Gary at GaryOkinoGolf.com. Happy to respond. Thank you so much and have a great day.